Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. In the last episode, we went to Edward Castle, we got locked up in the prison, we made our way out, we met Lily, we got a couple more red jewels, and we also got to transform into Freedom for the first time. Of course, getting out of the prison was the first part, now for the second, which is getting out of the castle itself. And thankfully, leaving the cellar is a no-brainer. There are soldiers here, but they're just going to be sleeping. And it doesn't really change anything. It's not like you're going to get in trouble if you talk to any of them. You're not going to be able to wake them up. But if you talk to this guy... Ah, it's you! You've escaped from the prison. Trust what I say. Run from this castle. It'd be terrible if King Edward found you here. And indeed it would be. So, you could leave now, but you get dialogue saying, if you want to take her away, now's the time. What you need to do is head all the way back upstairs and get Kara. Are you going to take Kara out of the castle? Don't let the king find you. Please take care of the princess. And these two don't say anything different. This guy will be sleeping if we talk to him. And here is Kara. Of course, you've come. Thank you. Was the guard asleep outside? His nickname is Old Snorehead. Sleeping again. Your little pig has come. His name is Hamlet. Cute, isn't he? He's very smart. He has some kind of strange pig power. Strange pig power. What? Please, take me out of here. And from this point on, once you've talked to Kara, you'll be able to have her move around with you. And you think you'd be ready to go by this point, but if you try to leave, Kara will tell you that we should take food. Also, notice that her name is Karen in this dialogue box. Apparently they forgot to fix this from the beta, where her name was originally Karen. I don't know how they forgot to leave that in, but the game does not have the best translation. I'm surprised they left that in there. And I just now noticed this after having played this game for so long, even though I never beat it, and I actually played as a kid, but I just now noticed it here myself. She'll tell you to go to the cellar with her, and you should do that. Now, if you walk past this barrel, she'll tell you that someone has put food in one of these barrels. You want to go up to this one and press A. Here you'll find a large, yummy leg of yak. And this piece of meat will come into play a little later in the game. And now that we've got the meat, we finally have some food. Kara says we're ready to go, so let's go ahead and get out of here. At last, we leave. Let's go to your house. I'm worried about your grandparents. They hurry to Will's. And we head back to South Cape, and when we do, we end up back in Will's house automatically, where everything is strewn about. What's happened? It's awful! Who would do such a thing? My grandparents. Grandpa Bill! Grandma Lola! I'll look upstairs. Might as well go ahead and follow her upstairs because there's nothing else you can really do. And she finds this marking on the wall that hadn't been there before. If you talk to her, you'll find out that it is the Jackal. Jackal? He's the hunter hired by my mother. Yeah, this was the hunter that one of the maids in Edward's castle mentioned when we talked to her. And apparently, Edward has sent him after Bill and Lola, probably to get the ring. And after you and Kara talk, Lily will show up again. Don't worry, you two. You're the one who... Who are you? I'm Will's friend. Lily, do you know anything about this? It's okay. Your grandpa and grandma are safe. They're in my village. Your village? Itory Village. I've never heard of this village. Naturally, my village has a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Let's go, Will. Okay. I'm going too. It's far too dangerous for a princess. You can't stop royalty. I do whatever I want. Typical of a princess. Get used to those two arguing every so often, a couple times throughout the game. I think something good is going to happen. Before we go to my village, should we meet the townspeople? We might not be back here for a long time. Is that okay? We should see how things are in the village. She actually gives you some extra dialogue if you talk to her again. And the only thing we can do, besides give the 4 jewels that we have to Gem, and of course get the extra point of defense, we can head down to the seaside cave and talk to the guys there. Unfortunately, they don't really say anything of use, except that they notice you look rather gloomy. Even Eric notices it. Seth just says the same thing. I think they may have extra dialogue if you talk to them after Kara is taken away by the soldiers, but I never really looked that up. I never really did that as a kid, so I probably didn't even know about it. There is or there isn't, I don't even know. But let's head back to Will's house. And she asks if you're ready to go. Just say yes. I think something wonderful is going to happen. No. From here on there will be many hardships. And then they start arguing again. You're nitpicking. That's what I expected. Have you ever been outside the castle? Crazy girl. Are you totally ignorant of the world? Will is my friend, understand? Hey Will, aren't you my friend too? And if you pick yes, Kara responds, and if you pick I'm going to the village, Lily responds instead. Doesn't change the story anyway. You can just pick whatever. I'm going with you. Let's go. Together, the 3 set off for Lily's village. And we are now heading north to Itory Village. And as soon as you head over there, you'll notice that there's nothing but green grass. This is my village, but you're probably surprised that there are no houses. Will, try playing the melody that called to me under Edward Castle. To do that, you just equip Lola's melody, and then play it with B. The melody, carried on the wind, spread over the meadow. And as soon as the melody ends, all of the village shows up again. Were you surprised? There's a barrier around this village. Most people can't see it. The princess is getting to be a bother. On the road, all I heard was, "My feet hurt, I'm thirsty. I'm tired of hearing it. I can't help it. My feet hurt. Oh, okay. Well, come with me. I'll show you my house. And of course, there are townspeople here as well. There are no other children Lily's age in the village. Please become friends. And if you go up these stairs, you'll find out that Grandpa Bill and Grandma Lola are alive and well. A terrible thing happened to us. A man called the Jackal came to the house with some soldiers. He almost got us. Grandpa panicked. I destroyed their digestion with a poisoned marsupial pie. Then I ran away. I fail to see how that helps, but okay. Lily, thank you. I didn't know that Princess Kara came too. We didn't ask for her to come along. Lily apparently can't stand her already. Will, this is my house. You can look around the village, but then come back here. And you definitely want to do that because there are some things that you want to get. Lily, wait! I'll go too! And of course, you'll go into the house. And if you go back over here and stand at least between the first and second set of logs and press A while you face them, you'll find another red jewel. This is the 8th one. Jewel isn't here. You'll have to go back to South Peak if you want to give him the jewel and go ahead and get the life force or the extra hit point, if that's what you want to call it. And of course there are people that you can talk to. Many people have come here to gather Incan gold, but many who set foot in the Incan ruins have never returned. Incan ruins are nearby. We will be going there. The ruins are an ancient tomb. Why can't you leave them alone? Fortunately, we will have to go over there. It is said that a messenger appeared here when the ancient world was about to be destroyed. Then, all around the world, disease and famine began to increase. This planet had always been peaceful. Also, there's a dark space portal in this location. And there is a statue of Will with a little orb of energy near it. Also, the statue is in a different position. If you go up to it, you'll get the Psycho Dash. It can destroy obstacles. Always be alert. If you find a suspicious place, try to destroy it. And go ahead and record. Why not? To get the power, all you have to do is just walk up to it, and the power will be yours. And of course, once you get it, Gaia will explain the power to you. Only young Will can use the Psycho Dash. You can smash walls and obstacles by hurling yourself against them. Use the attack button to save energy. Basically what you need to do, in case you want to use it, press and hold the attack button. You'll glow green. After you glow green twice, you'll just keep glowing green like this, and if you let go of the button, you'll do this dash attack. You can not only break walls with it, you can also do a lot of damage to enemies with it as well, if you need to. Also, this guy has important information as well. Try running down that hill and keep running. You'll be surprised. You'll be doing this way too many times throughout the game. Just run down that the ramp, and you'll go up that ramp across from it, and you'll jump all the way here. If you walk over here, you'll trigger some dialogue. Will hears a quiet voice behind him. You've come, Will. If you walk over here, next to this gravestone, you'll find out it's the village elder. I'm here, in the flowers. I've lived too long. And you can talk to his spectral form. I can't live without the protection of the flower spirit. You really look like your father. It seems like only yesterday that he came to this village. My father. Your mother, Shira, was the only daughter of your grandparents, Bill and Lola. She was very beautiful. Your father fell in love with her and took her from the village. All of the Itory tribe have a strange power, but Shira's was especially strong. She made a barrier to hide the town, but your father came through it easily. Come to think of it, he was unusual too. Were you summoned by your father? And regardless of which choice you choose, you'll just get the same lines of dialogue. So I'm just going to pick yes. That fulfills Lola's prophecy. Do you plan to go? Well, of course. Good. I will entrust you with the Incan statue handed down to the village. The statues are the key to the Incan riddle, untouched by human hands for hundreds of years. One statue is enshrined in the cave below. Use all your skill to find it. And to go down there, all you have to do is just go down this ladder, just move towards it, and just keep moving to climb down, and enter this cave. You'll want to use Psycho Dash on this part of the wall, where you can hear this thud when you hit the wall. Using Psycho Dash on it will break a hole in the wall, and you can pick up the statue with the A button. This is Incan Statue A. We're going to need Incan Statue B if we want to solve this little puzzle. There is another one. If the A is indication. Ooh, that's the Incan statue. Good job. I wonder if you were put on this earth to solve the Incan riddle. I'll tell you a legend handed down by our people. Put the statue on the Larai cliff below the ruins, where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The winds in the valley will lead you to the gold ship. Understand? And if you choose no, he'll just explain it to you again, but we got the gist of this. It's said that the Moon Tribe has one more. Have Lily guide you there. Be careful. And go back to the village, just run down this ramp. There you go. Also forgot to look in this house as well, I believe. The Incas who lived here were a tribe without a written language. Their legends are left in song. Even in seemingly meaningless melodies, there is a message. That will definitely have to be kept in mind. Also, there's only 2 houses. We've talked to everyone over there. We can go to Lily's house for the moment. We can also talk to Bill and Lola back here. There's an old legend in this village. A child with a good heart who controls the dark power who will set out to save the world. At that time, a huge comet will enter Earth's orbit, and a dark power will arise. These are the words of the Itory legend. And of course, if you talk to Bill, he actually tells you about the dark points. As if we didn't have any explanation about it already. So if you need a refresher on that, you can always go talk to him if you need to. It's a great breeze. I can't even speak to save my life now. It's a great village. The breeze is refreshing. And of course, to continue on with the storyline, just talk to Lily. And you'll be able to go on from there. What? Moon Tribe? I know, not a tribe, more like a strange shadow form. A high mountain peak near here has become their home. Shall we go? Yes, let's go. Okay, I'll lead. And of course, Carol will want to go too, but Lily tells her not to. And of course, Carol wants to see the world now that she's outside of the castle. And of course, Kara just doesn't really want to listen, but she goes out back to talk to Grandma Lola. Anyway, let's head down to where the Moon Tribe is. Thankfully, that's not very far. And here's the home of the Moon Tribe. Ah, we've arrived. This is the Moon Tribe's home. You could go over to the left, but we need to go up first in order to advance the plot. Good evening. Out for a stroll? Who is it? Up, up. This body is lighter than air. What are you? Guess who? And all of these choices will just give you the same dialogue. I'm just going to say Old Man's Ghost. Wrong. Actually, we are the Moon Tribe, also known as Shadows. And a whole bunch of these guys pop up, and you'll want to talk to all of them. The comet is a vehicle of destruction whose evil light has changed all creatures. It's a remnant of a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. The world will be unbearable? Yes, you're bright, but you're still immature. I have no idea what that even means. One of my party has been kidnapped. Know your destination? What? Yes? Maybe someone's chasing you. Cuckoo. This translation, I'm telling you guys, I have no idea what these people are talking about. Wherever there's light, there are shadows. We who are changed by being bathed in the light only once. Well, that actually makes sense. We'll spend our future in a world without light. It comes once every 800 years. This is the 4th time. The more light that reaches you, the stronger the dark power. What will be born of the light this time? And we talk to this guy. We've transcended time and have lived long. We saw the destruction of the Incan Empire. The Incan statue sleeps in the cave below. If you like, we'll give it to you. At any rate, go look in the cave. Coo-coo-coo! Or maybe it's supposed to be a laugh. I don't know. But as soon as you go in the cave, Lily will wait for you. This is the final shape of those touched by the comet's light. They are horrible creatures whose hearts are filled with hatred and destruction. If you can destroy them within 20 seconds, I'll give you the Incan statue. And you have barely enough time to finish these guys off. If you can group them together, that helps a lot too. Or if you can also pin them towards a wall. And we barely beat it in the 20 seconds. If you fail to do it, you'll have to try again. But you can always fight off the other enemies before leaving to get some dark points. Anyway, once you've beaten all these enemies in the allotted 20 seconds, you'll be able to get Incan Statue B. There's nothing more we can do here, so let's go ahead and leave the cave and talk to Lily. Oh, that statue! You were great! There are 2 statues. Go to the Incan ruins? Well, of course. Yes, my father summoned me. I don't want to fight the demons, but if my father's alive, I'll risk anything to see him. You don't really understand until you lose your parents. Typical. I understand. Let's go to the ruins. They headed to the Incan ruins. And here we are. Here's the entrance to the ruins. They say that this is where the puzzle of the Incan legend is hidden. I heard this story from the elder when I was a child. After being invaded, the Incans decided to leave their native land to find a new world. They secretly built a huge ship and filled it with priceless gold artifacts. But there's no record of the ship leaving. That's probably the Incan gold ship in the story. I don't think the Elder has ever told that story to any outsider. I wonder what he wants you to do. And there's not really much to do here except to go inside. When you reach the entrance, or at least get near it, Kara shows up, all mad at us for leaving her behind. And if you tried searching that pillar earlier, you wouldn't have been able to talk to her. She just pops up when you get near the entrance. Why are you in a place like this? It's dangerous. Lolo told me about this place. I've been waiting. I thought you'd left me. You should tell me where you're going. We did. And Lily told you not to go. What is Will looking for in the ruins? I can't just wait around and eat while Will is working so hard. I'm waiting here for Will to return. well, a princess wouldn't understand. I'll wait for you here, okay? Will, I remember what the elder said. Put the statue on the Lorai cliff below the ruins, where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The valley wind will lead you to the gold ship. And, of course, Lily will tell you again in case you need a hint. Kara will just wonder if you found out what you're looking for. And we will find what we're looking for, hopefully, in the next video. So join me next time where we enter the Incan ruins and take on the first dungeon in the game. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!